Okay, my friends, let's talk about anger. Why is anger a deadly sin? Well, the first thing that we need to understand is that anger is a normal human emotion, and it's okay to feel angry every now and then, like righteous anger. Because, it's like this. If evil people do evil things, and we get angry about that, that's righteous and justified anger. Like for example, when an abusive husband beats up his wife, that's something to be angry about, and it's okay to be angry about that. Yes, sir. But the thing is that your anger, if left unchecked, and if you don't have control over your anger, it can be a weapon that is 1,000 times more deadly than any weapon that you could possibly use. People could let their emotions cloud their judgment, and they may decide to go on a vendetta. They may decide to take the law into their own hands instead of allowing police officers and lawyers and judges do the job that they're appointed to do, which is to bring criminals like abusive husbands to justice. If you decide to take the law into your own hands, if everyone decided to take the law into their own hands, you're looking at a very chaotic situation that could be nothing less than bloody. People are getting into fights, everyone's beating each other up, people are breaking each other's noses and their rib cages, and before you know it, hospitals are just crazy busy trying to help people with broken bones and people who are in deep states of coma. And another thing is that people can actually get killed. So that is one reason why anger can be a very deadly sin if left unchecked, and if you let that, if you let it cloud your judgment to where you don't think rationally about any given situation that you're pretty much in at that particular moment. You would do something. That's why anger is a deadly sin. That's why anger can be a very deadly weapon, even more deadly than any weapon that you could possibly use whenever you're going to go carry out a vendetta. You know what I mean? And you do that in the name of what you consider to be justice, when in reality, it's nothing more than revenge. And this is where us Christians, we need to remember that vengeance is God's domain alone. Because, let's face it, God is all-knowing. God knows every mind and heart of every single human being that lives today. But we don't. So when we take the law into our own hands, we don't know the people that we're trying to get our revenge against. And for all we know, they might be psychologically sick, mentally sick, and they just need psychiatric help from a qualified psychologist. So with all that being said, that is how and why anger can be a deadly sin. That was very profound. Vance, that is so great what you just said. I think you explained it perfectly. And for that, I say thank you. If I was still the President of the United States, I would give you a presidential medal just for that beautiful speech. Thank you, Mr. President. You're welcome. So, yeah, that's why anger can be a deadly sin.